What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Solid clap. What we're going to do in today's video is compare what I think are the two best pistol compensators for the SIG P365 family of guns. What I have here is the Parker Mountain Machine Micro Comp and barrel. This is the RADIAN Weapon Afterburner and RAMJET. That is just their fancy way of saying their barrel and their compensator. RADIAN's always got to be fancy. The RADIAN setup is currently $30 more than the Parker Mountain Machine. So it does cost a few dollars more, but it does have a few advantages. So my goal in this video is to explain all the different features to help you make an educated decision. As always, I don't care which one you get. I'm just here to explain both of them and help you out. Three things I think you're going to ask and I want to address right away. Holster compatibility should not be an issue. Both of these I've had for a while. Tried a bunch of different holsters and never had an issue. Second, I have dedicated reviews on both of these. So if you want to go and get a little more information, those reviews are out there. And then as far as sizing, both of these compensators add roughly 0.6 inches to the end of the slide. And that's significant because a standard SIG P365 slide is 3.1 inches. When you add the compensator, it goes to 3.7 inches. Now the size of the 365 XL slide happens to be 3.7 inches. So if you want that flush look, you get the standard 365 slide, you add either one of these compensators, and then as far as your frame, you need something that's like an X macro size frame, anything that's that 3.7 inches, and that is how you get that sexy flush fit look that everybody worries about and everybody asks about. All right. The biggest difference is the RADIAN is going to be 50 state legal. It does not use a threaded barrel, and as of right now, to my knowledge, it's 50 state legal. The way it works is the top of the barrel has like this V shape to it, and the compensator has that same type of V shape, and that's going to time the comp automatically, and they really make it idiot-proof and very easy to install and uninstall and put back on. The screw on the side is a taper screw, and you do not need Loctite. So if you tighten it down, it stays in place. No need for Loctite. Very simple install. The Parker Mountain Machine is not difficult. It just takes a little bit longer than the RADIAN. So if you've ever put on a rifle muzzle device that needs to be timed, it's kind of the same process. So it does use a threaded barrel, and that's why it's not 50 state legal. It comes with 3 different size shims, and you put the different shims in there to figure out exactly the perfect timing for your comp and for your barrel and on your gun. Once you figure that out, add a little Loctite, lock it down. The Parker Mountain Machine website has very good directions, a very good video. It's not difficult. It takes a little longer. Don't be afraid of it. If you're thinking about getting the Parker Mountain Machine, don't not get it because of the shims and the install. Just a little bit, takes a little bit more. Material on the barrel appears to be the same. From what I read, they're both 416 stainless steel. The Parker Mountain Machine compensator is 4140 stainless steel. The RADIAN Afterburner comp is stainless steel. So I think they're pretty much about the same. I couldn't find the type of stainless steel on the Afterburner, but I think it's close enough. The material, the finish on the Parker Mountain Machine black compensator is a black DLC coating. Mine has some Cerakote on there. And I think their FDE one, it said PVD, but don't quote me on that. The RADIAN colors, they have a couple different color barrels available. Those are PVD. The black one has a radianite finish, and that's just, again, RADIAN Weapons being fancy with their terms. The finish is very slick. It cleans up very well. It's held up really well. I think there's not a big difference in the finish as well. Both barrels are available in the 3.1 inch version for your standard 365 slide and that 3.7 inch version if you want to put it on a longer X macro type slide. As far as the colors I mentioned, Parker Mountain Machine at the time I'm making the video are available in black and FDE. RADIAN currently black, gray, and bronze. Now Parker Mountain Machine has been doing this longer, and they have a wider compensators, that is, and they have a wider selection of pistol comps. So Beretta, CZ, FN, Glock, HK, Smith & Wesson, Springfield, Walther, and Staccato. I have one of theirs on my Staccato PDP, and that thing is amazing. RADIAN 365 series, Glock, and Shadow System. So there's a little bit difference. Now, as far as testing and shooting, because I think this is an important part of this conversation, I've had the Parker Mountain Machine for years. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds on it, and this is not keyboard warrior thousands of rounds. You can go back and look at Instagram and even YouTube, and every single video I've done for the past few years has had that Parker Mountain Machine comp on there, so it's legit documented. It's been on my SIG on every grip review, light review, optic review. It's been on there for everything. The RADIAN is newer, but I definitely have over 1,000 rounds on it. Again, you can go back and look at the videos if you are not a trusting person. And the other thing I did, I brought them both to the range because I really wanted to test them back to back to see what the felt recoil feels like and to see what the muzzle rise is like. And to be honest, I didn't feel a huge difference with felt recoil. They both felt pretty similar, very effective. Now, both companies have videos on their website explaining why their comp is the best thing ever. For me, in my non-professional test, my non-scientifical test, they both eat up a ton of felt recoil. They both felt very, very good. I can't say one was significantly better than the other. Again, I did some close-ups, did my best to check muzzle rise. I looked at the video. I don't see a huge difference, but I'll roll in some slow motion footage and hopefully you can, maybe you see something that I don't. The one thing I do want to mention that's different is going to be the aesthetics. Now, this is a very personal thing. Some people may like one, some people like the other. I love the way the RADIAN looks. I think the curves and the lines and everything RADIAN makes is just very, very sexy and sleek and good looking. Overall, they're both premium comps with premium material, premium durability. They're going to eat up probably the most felt recoil out of any comp for these small little P365 guns, but they also come at a premium price. They're not cheap. Like I said, the RADIAN's like $389, the Parker Mount Machine's $360 at the time I'm making the video, but I do believe they are worth every single dime, every single penny. Every time I shoot a 365 without one of these compensators, you can feel a very, very big difference in felt recoil. I would absolutely be happy with either one of them. If I could only pick one, it would be the RADIAN because it's 50 state legal, and I wouldn't be surprised if this awful state I'm in bans threaded barrels. Surprised they haven't yet. But I'd be happy with either one. They're both very, very good pistol compensators. Okay. Let me thank both RADIAN and Parker Mount Machine. They both have supported me and supplied these pistol barrels and comps to the channel. So thank you very, very much to both of them. More importantly, though, let me thank you for watching. If you think I deserve it, you can like and comment. That stuff's helpful. I appreciate it. It helps with the YouTube algorithms, but the subscriptions is what I really need. If you click the button, it doesn't hurt. I appreciate it. Santa greatly appreciates it. He said he will bring you both a Parker Mount Machine and a RADIAN comp if you subscribe to the channel. Be good. Stay blessed.